Hey everyone, this is Ross, and today I'm going to be exchanging substrates in my 15-gallon aquarium. I'm going to be making the switch from dirt to Seachem black fluorite sand, so this should hopefully be enough. If it isn't enough, then what I'll do is I'll take the top layer of gravel from this, wash it, and use that underneath this to get the height in the back, because I like the substrate to be higher in the back than it is in the front. So the first thing I'm going to do is siphon out all 53 litres of this into this container. This container is 80 litres, so I've got a lot of room to play with. I'm then going to move the heater and the filter hopefully into this. I'm not sure if the filter will hang on the side though, but it should be fine for a few hours. So I'm going to store the fish in here and all the live plants in here, and once the tank's all drained I'll make the switch. So I'll show you every step of the way. Right, so I've siphoned quite a lot of the water out now. It's been quite stressful for the fish, but they'll be okay. And hopefully they should be easier to catch now. But that's easier said than done, because the cardinals can be very fast when they want to be. The cory cats can too. So I'll be on a good half an hour trying to catch them all. Once I've caught them, they'll go in here. This is a really big container, 80 litres, and that's only 53 litres, so I've got no chance of any jumping out. Okay, so I'm just going to try and catch them. I can't really show you me doing that because it requires two hands, so I'll just show you once I've done that. Right, so I've hopefully caught all the fish now, and hopefully they're all in this container. I think I've caught the right amount. I caught 6 shrimps. I only thought I had about 4, but apparently I have 6. But the cardinals were really hard to catch, and I've stressed them out quite a bit trying to catch them. I'm trying to keep my voice quite low in order not to stress them out anymore. But yeah, it was really hard to catch the cardinals. But I've done it all with minimal stress, the least stress they could have, but it's always going to be stressful when you're catching fish. So yeah, I've got them all. I've put all the plants in here and seem to be doing okay. So what I'm going to do now is siphon off the rest of the water, and because dwarf sage has really long roots, I'll take the dwarf sage out once all the water's out so it doesn't get too messy. And I'll put the dwarf sage in there, and then once all the water's in here, I'll put the lid on it, and then I'll cover it up with a towel so it's dark for them, because fish are calmer when they can't see. So yeah, I'm going to do that, but it's only been about 20 minutes, so it hasn't taken too long to catch the fish. So I'm also going to take the heater off there and put it in here. Alright, so I'll show you once I've done that. Alright, so now I'm going to take the sage out, and I'm going to put it in here. Right, so I've covered the fish container in my dressing gown so they can't see much, because the less they see, the less stressed they're going to be. So I've left an air hole in there for them, and the heater's on, so they should be okay. So here's the tank, completely drained. All the dwarf sage is taken out, there's only a few dead leaves left. Now I'm going to take this outside, take all the dirt out, all the gravel out, reuse the gravel, and hopefully when I come back here the tank should be clean and I can start putting in this Seachem black fluorite sand. The tank does look very bad at the minute, but it'll look a lot better very soon, so stay tuned. Okay, so it's took us about an hour and a half to completely clean this tank, and it's pretty much clean. I mean, there's the odd bit of algae, but it's pretty much clean. So yeah, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start scooping up this Seachem black sand, and I'm going to start putting it in. I'll show you once I've got it all in. Okay, so I've got the fluorite sand in there now, and it actually looks really nice. I'm so happy with how it's turned out. I thought I wouldn't have enough fluorite sand, but luckily I had just enough. It's just a nice depth, about the same depth as I had a dirt substrate, and it slopes up slightly towards the back. Sorry about the glare, but what I've done is I've reused the old gravel and actually put it underneath the fluorite at the back to give it a kind of slope going down. But yeah, it looks really nice. I'm sorry if you can't see it very well, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to plant it dry to save all the mess. And luckily these came yesterday. These are plantain tweezers. Got these from Hong Kong on eBay, and they were £2 with £2 postage, so that's £4, so that's about $6. And these are going to make it a lot easier for us to actually put the plants in. But before I start planting, I've just got some water here. I'm going to take all these plants out of here, clean them, take off all the algae. I'm actually going to trim the roots. I've never trimmed the roots before. I read somewhere that it promotes new root growth, so I'm going to give it a try. And it's going to make them easier to plant as well. So yeah, first of all I'm going to clean them all off, give them a trim, get off all the dirt. I'm going to put them in here. Then I'm going to put a saucer in here, and I'm going to slowly fill this tank up with the water down there, jug by jug. So hopefully it won't be too messy, touch wood. So yeah, I'll just get started cleaning plants. Right, so the aquarium's finally planted back up. I haven't really cut much except the Ludwigia. As you can see, the Ludwigia is absolutely tiny, and that's mainly because once Ludwigia grows about the height of the tank, light can't really penetrate to about there, so all that part of the plant was dead, so I just trimmed it off. And my long-time subscribers will know that when I actually set up this tank, all the Ludwigia was that height anyways, so it'll grow back fine. I put a little rock in there because a lot of people are saying I should put some rocks in my tank. So I've got a rock there, and I've got the rock that the Anubias is sitting on too. So I've got a bit of rocks in, got a bit of wood, got some plants. So yeah, it's looking quite nice. Obviously the Ludwigia looks stupid at the minute, but it'll grow. Give it 2 or 3 weeks and then it'll be about halfway up the tank. So it looks okay. So now I'm going to start filling it back up. Planting went on longer than I expected. I expected it'd only take about half an hour. It's actually took an hour and a half because I've been cleaning all the plants while I've been doing it. So it's 11:30 now, and when I started it was late, so I'm guessing I started about 7. So I've been on quite a few hours, but I'll be rewarded in the end with a nice looking tank. Alright, so now I'll just fill it up with water and I'll show you once I've done that. Right, so the tank's all full up now, the heater's plugged in, the filter's on, the light's on, and it is very cloudy, but it isn't as cloudy as I thought it would be, because I rinsed the sand really well, so yeah, it doesn't look too bad. This should clear up in about a day. The Cory cats love the sand. The cardinal tetras are really scared. They've lost all the red coloration and they're hiding in the plants. So I'm going to turn the lights off now to let them calm down. Alright, so I'll keep you updated on this, and I'll make a video of it tomorrow to show you with the water clear. So if you like this vid, then please leave a nice comment, please like the vid, and please subscribe. Bye.